How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Grateful to be here.
Yeah, grateful to have you here. So here we are. We have Real Andrews on State of Mind, and he's very excited. Can you tell?
I am excited, but I'm kind of like nervous because you always get that look. It's like, what's coming, right? It's coming. Like he's like, but it's good. I'm good. I'm here. I'm ready to be real and just.
Now I've known Real. We've known for two decades.
Yeah, actually, almost 3.
Damn.
I think 3, because it's 27,
yeah,
28 years.
Wow.
Close, yeah.
And he started out as Taggart on General Hospital,
Yeah.
and he would come into scenes, and I was like always scared of him because he was like this big dude with this bald head. And he'd always ad-lib something, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Back in the day, we'd do that, right? We get away with that stuff.
But it was fun back then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did what we did. But now he's back, and I gotta say it's even more because back in the day, we were like, it was just kind of like you were bad, I was good, bad, but and it wasn't all that. It was kind of, that's all we did. But now we're kind of what?
We got, well, I mean, it's completely like back then it was like literally, for me anyways, I mean, Taggart was just one note. You're going down, Sonny. You have the right to remain silent. He had really no color, really,
right.
at all. No flavor. Now he's got like multicolors, multi-layers. And I mean, the writers are just really blessing us. I mean, the writing is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's cool.
And you get to actually have some stuff that you get to get behind and have fun, and then it's like, like something you and me have always wanted, right? We get to actually act together, or I don't even want to say acting. It's like we get to really grind together and just be.
Well, what's great is that we're trying to take down the bad guy, Cyrus Renault.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both working together. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not like we love each other now, but he lives next to me, which is cool. So he comes over so often, asks for coffee or whatever.
It's like, I don't even go there with this when I ask for sugar.
That
was. But it is cool because it's like moving on up to the east side, right? Wheezy and George moved in, and like who would, but it is kind of cool because, and we talked about this the other day, right? Because one of the things I love about working with you is, I always know you got my back, and I can come to you with, there's no ego between us.
No.
I love that. And, we talked about that just the other day because even though we're working together, it's like, we're still nemesis. It's not like we trust each other. No. It's like, there's all that extra dynamic going on, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because how do I mean, this is Sonny Corinthos. Just because he put me up in his house doesn't mean he couldn't just take me out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or vice versa, right?
Right.
What's Taggart up to? We're finding Taggart's got a lot of skeletons in his closet more than we knew.
And we're protecting your family, which is good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you do for mental health and your company.
Mm.
I want you to tell me about your company and what you do and how cool that is. And,
Yeah, well, I'm like you, I'm very passionate about mental wellness. Wow, you just, caught me off guard there, buddy.
That's all right.
Yeah, because it's, it's really, I'm grateful to be doing this with my daughter, but it's kind of, life is really imitating for me right now what I'm passionate about. We've had the 5150, my daughter, 3 times in the last month, and she almost, overdosed on prescriptions the other day, and so it's like, it's crazy because it's like one thing when we're walking that challenge,
Yeah.
And it's our thing.
Yeah,
And then, hey, I'm going to be an advocate for this. Let me go out there and fight the world. And you don't have no problem doing that. And let me share my. But when it starts happening inside your own house, dude, with people, then it's like, whoa, this is like real now.
What's amazing is you're right. I've never had that. You know, it's always been me, the one who I've never had to see it from the outside looking in. On General Hospital, I saw it from the outside when Brian Craig played Sonny's son, who was bipolar. But I've never been in your situation, which is an interesting situation. But we're going to get into that even later. Yeah. But what I want to get into is, because I watch you on Instagram, and you're going to start making me cry, which I don't know. I guess it's good, but because I can just
you made me cry. You get to cry.
I could just feel it inside.
I know.
That you train people, and the beautiful thing about what I see when you train people, you know, you see a lot of videos, man. I'm not saying this because you're my friend and you know, I need to, you know, give you compliments. But when I see you training people, just through the videos, I can see how much they love it and how passionate they are and how passionate you are in training them. And I think it's great, man, because
thank you.
You're helping people. In some ways, you're saving people. It's funny because I did Ingo last week, and he's a lifeguard, and it's all similar what we're doing here, man. Yeah. I mean, we're just all helping people. If we're lucky, we're saving people. So talk about that for a second, you know?
Yeah, thank you. You know, I think for me, it is real, you know, and it's like, it's not a job for me, you know.
Yeah.
It's a passion, and the way I see things, it's like, when God put somebody in my path, I don't take it lightly, because I know he was or she was put there for a reason. And I want to be as obedient as I can, because I truly see and I envision there will be that day when I will be on the mountaintop with my Lord and Maker. And I don't want him to say to me, hey, Ray, remember that person that, you know, remember so-and-so? And I put him in your path, but you didn't have the time to take care of him, or you were too busy.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people say, why are you still training people? Why are you still doing that? You don't need to do that. You know, I don't, but if they're put in my life, and I think the people, because to me, everything is literally, it's black or white. It's life or death. Every day, every workout, everything I do, and that's my mindset. That's how I'm training somebody, that's how I'm living, that's how I'm running the stairs, that's how when I'm delivering a message, that's not my message, by the way. It's a message that just is God dropped into me. I just let God speak through me, whatever I'm supposed to say when I'm running up and down those stairs or whatever. And to see the changes in people, to hear, you know, to me, it's all about it's not about, Maurice, like, how do you say, it's not about, oh, coach, you're so great, or this, or, you know, it's about hearing, coach, I did a race today that I never thought I'd do, and I heard your voice in my head. Or, coach, my son, because I did this, is now wanting to be a personal trainer. Or, you know, that's to me what it's about. It's helping people be what they were called to be. That's why I say, I will believe in you till you believe in yourself. Right? Because I think everybody has a gift, but they don't see it. They don't think, the saddest thing to me, Maurice, would be that somebody would go through their whole life and not ever realize what they were called to do.
I know.
Right? And just think, I'm just here to just click in the clock.
Let me tell you something about what you just said, and I haven't really talked about it much. I was managing this kid for boxing. He was 18, and I was into it. I was passionate, and I watched it. First of all, my trainer Jeff said, "You got to see this kid." And I got in the ring with him. I'm like, and he's just starting. I'm like, oh, long arms, 18 years old, tall. And I said, I'll manage him. So we started training him. And he started getting great. He started winning some fights. But he calls me one day and he says, can I come out to Temecula and talk to you? And I said, yeah, come on out. So he comes out. That's a drive.
Yeah.
That's a couple
I've done the drive. Yeah,
hour and a half, right?
Uh-huh.
So he comes out and he goes, can we, he's sweet, man. He's 18 years old. He says, can we take a walk? I said, yeah. He goes, I can't do it anymore. I said, why? He goes, I smoke marijuana and it's just too hard. And I said, you know what? I respect you 100% for coming out here and telling me this in person. And, you know, I hate when people have potential and they don't reach it. I said, there's a lot of Muhammad Ali's working at Target.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, but I appreciate that. And that was it. And I don't know where he is or what he's doing.
It makes me so sad.
That
they just give up on and think they're just, because man, I just, if people could just see the vision, you know, I think it's a real gift I'm realizing I have, just to have vision. And I see it and I believe it. I see where people are going to go. I want to meet somebody now and I could see, you know, I have a champion on my team, on my Maori tribe. I met her 19 years ago.
wow.
She was she's about 4 foot. She's an amazing Jewish woman. She's 4 foot. She had no belief, no self-esteem. She didn't know how to work out. Somehow she ended up in my gym. She wanted this. And I saw in that moment, I spoke life. I said, I see greatness in you. You'll be great. And man, we've had battles to tell you, even both of us, of personal growth. But fast forward to now where we found ourselves. She went on to be a several-time fitness champion. Yeah, her son, who was overweight because he was inspired by her mom, who was inspired by coming to the gym, who lost all his weight, has his own healthy food now, and now she's joined me on this mental wellness revolution. She's a nurse practitioner of 30 years,
Wow.
and in a year she's been able to resign and walk away, do this full time because she doesn't want. She was hating her job, even though it was her passion, because she knew there was holistic natural solutions potentially for people,
Right.
But you know, not just throw us all on medication right away. If you know, hey, if we got to take medication, God bless it. You know, it's great, but you know, let's try this first and stuff like that. And to see that started just by believing in somebody, speaking and committing. And that's the kind of commitment I have to people. I mean, that's 19 years, and I never ever gave up on her. And if she would be an interesting interview for you, because she's seen me go from here to here. The whole thing. But yeah, and that's what it's about. When you have those, I'm so proud of her at 57 to walk away from a successful job, to start over, to know that, you know what, I'm worth more. There's more of me, and I'm going to be that person. I'm going to walk in it.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to talk about your parents. I know this might be a touchy subject. Might be hard for you.
Mm-hmm.
Just how you grew up as a kid, and how were your parents?
Well, you know, it's funny. You know, I have 3 parents, per se. You know, I have my real dad, who I didn't know. He left when I was 3, and as I sit in a high-rise apartment like this, I remember, you know, I remember I was 3 years old, and I was a little kid and holding my mom's arm, and she was crying. I remember looking down. He got in the cab and he left. But then I had my dad, who I call my dad, Dad Nathan, who's always been there. That's the dad I knew. And then, you know, my mom, dynamic relationships. You know, my dad was an amazing man. He's my hero, for real. am who I am because of him.
Mm.
You know, everything you see, the way I grind, the way I show up, the way I push myself, the way I don't quit, that's all because of
Yeah.
him. You know, right? To the very end, you know, my dad got Parkinson's at 67, and he fought it till he was 87, and you know, right until the end, man, when most people give up in the first year, you know, man, I'd come in the hospital and he'd be in there and he'd be like, you know, you have that triangle thing and he'd be like doing chin-ups.
He was
yeah, right? At 75,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Parkinson's, like in better shape. You know, so he was very instrumental. Now, this is just recently in this past 2 weeks. It's interesting because I've been really working on my brand and finding what we call my avatar. And, you know, if I keep it real and honest, you know, I was definitely not the best son for my mom. I resented my mom a lot. I had a lot of anger towards my mom. I was embarrassed by my mom. I remember as a kid, I would always walk behind her because, you know, she had all these different scars from these different surgeries. And I always gave, I mean, this is the first time I've actually really talked about it because I really just had this aha moment just the other day. Always really giving all my credit to my dad. But really, the one person who really deserves all the credit is my mom.
Why do you think you didn't give her the credit?
I don't know, dude. I was angry at her. I was mad that, you know, for whatever reasons. But in hindsight, I've come to realize how amazing she was and how much she loved me and how much she fought for me. And I just didn't see it, you know. I didn't see it at the time, and I just, you know, recently realized, and I realized I've been fighting to, you know, we have what's called an avatar. Who's your avatar? Who are you marketing? And so for so long, I kept trying to, because usually it's who you are. You look in the mirror, that's who your avatar is. And I, for so long, was just trying to say, well, it's got to be like my dad and connect him. So, but if I look at my life, in the gym, my most clients, 98% women. The people on my team right now, 98% women. And so I was like, whoa, there's got to be, like, what is it? And I realized that specifically in women, but, you know, single moms, I saw how my mom fought.
Yeah.
And how strong she was. And so I connect with that, but I didn't know it. And it's like, you know, my mom and dad are passed now, so that's challenging that, you know, because my dad got to hear how much I loved him and how much, but my mom didn't really get to hear that, honestly. No, that was not the best son I could have been for her because at the time, but now the best I can do, you know, we can't go back.
No.
But the best I can do is, you know, just really focus now that I've locked into that, and in honor of her, really focus in on helping women and helping specifically single moms.
All right. I hope everybody's doing great. I just wanted to add a little extra, just because I felt that I'm very proud of what Real did, because he went to some places and I've never seen him more vulnerable, and that's not easy to do, especially for men, me included. And I just want to say, for anybody out there who, just say what you need to say to the people you love. I think Real's learning that that's what he should have done. And I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about women. All right, I'll see you next week. And we're getting closer to doing something different with State of Mind. I'll tell you guys all about it. It's exciting for me. It's challenging, and let's just call it the new and improved state of mind. I don't know why I just did that, but just forget that I did that. All right, see you later.